Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on last season's national champions, Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFB, and let's get it going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Keeps it on the design run. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
You got to be careful of creating one-on-one opportunities against this offense. You start to get your safeties down a little bit close to the line of scrimmage, you're going to create one-on-one chances, and this quarterback is good enough to make you pay for it.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Send the back in motion. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Anthony. 4 set of bounds after a nice game. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with 1st and goal. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Touchdown, Razorbacks, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
7-0.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. He'll hand it off. Breaks free. Gets the 1st and still running. They make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk of yardage on that play.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air.
Has a path to the end zone. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence.
Touchdown, Penn State, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arkansas offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The shotgun handoff here. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
4th down. The offense will go for it. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Gets rid of it on the move. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Pass. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be 1st down yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Back to throw again. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring out fourth down. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So here we go, a crucial play. 4th and long from the 44. Let's see what the play call is. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to create here on the move. And is intercepted. Breaks loose at the 40. He can go. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A defensive score. Game. Wow.
An aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Scramble to his left. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Love the call here by the defense coordinator to be able to call this linebacker blitz to come up with a sack. And over the years, Penn State blitzes these backers and are more effective than maybe any school in the country.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. From the shotgun, drops back. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. That's a dangerous throw, and it falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a second interception today. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? That's a design quarterback keeper. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And Cook, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Razorbacks will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He lets it go on the move. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Razorbacks with 1st and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. End zone ahead. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Arkansas. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. You've heard it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw. It's Simmons. It's a short completion of the big tight end. They get him down, but a big gainer with a 42.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for what...
Breaks into the clear. Inside the 10. And it's a long distance.
But that boy know all the glitchy running formations.
Just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. That's strong coverage that will tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown on their last possession. First down. We're going to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He escapes the pocket. He's got room to run. Ah, here he goes. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
A deep shot, but he paid for it. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Razorbacks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. On the move now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They'll hand it off. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive moving.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here comes a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
That's caught. It's Reynolds. He's in the clear. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. One back in backfield, and he'll get the carry. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration.
He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. So the offense obviously declines that penalty in the defense, and the touchdown will stand. And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Wide receivers out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And the Razorbacks are in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Bringing pressure. Tight end makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short. The Razorbacks will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, that's how you close a half of it. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Hands off to the left. He breaks free. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick this away to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. First play of the second half is a handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blower with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Martin. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a guard.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And the runner takes off to his right. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
Clean toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. As the QB fights his way into the end zone.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
The extra point is good. Back in front of this shootout, 35-28. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to put it away.
35, Arkansas, 28.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. First down, looking to throw the ball. A deep shot right down the middle. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They were not going to catch him that time.
You talk about being in the zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. State offense is back out on the field. The last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Handoff running right. Brought down after the nice spin move. Just a small gain by the offense.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Movement here from the tight end. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaks into open space. Great move in the open field. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Looking for some space. It's Martin. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions line up with a 1st and goal. Design quarterback run. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 2nd and goal. Look at this. They come out in a 5-wide formation. QB keeper all the way. Touchdown, Penn State, to put them on top now. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Defense is coming after him. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Bought some time, now lets it go. And this pass is on target. Caught. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, another nice completion by this quarterback and one of his receivers. You know, if I'm right, you look at this quarterback in this game alone, he's now over 350 yards. What a game for him.
The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge game.
He's going to pull it down and run. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arkansas. We're set now to try the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back. It's Simmons. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And he's brought down after a big 1st down. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. An empty backfield on 2nd and short. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Slides to avoid the big hit.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
With the catch, it's strong. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. This playoff game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
And Indy Lions pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Takes the handoff again. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Third and short now for the offense with a +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Out of the gun now on third down. He's running out of time here. Fires it on the move. The pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Makes it look easy. And with that, they regain the lead.
Wow, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Contact as he let the ball go.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game, and the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Contact as he threw it. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Pressure is coming. There's contact on the throw. The pass is incomplete. That's a
No way he dropped that.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
It's a run to the left. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football. You got a great chance at a victory.
finding a way with a running game. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On third down, he drops to throw.
Heck of a job here by the defense on this third down to keep them short of the first down. Now it's fourth down, and an interesting decision for this offense. With the lead, do they punt the ball away, or do they go for it?
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on fourth down. He's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown.
That comeback is so janky, bruh.
Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Arkansas, 42.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Offense is back out on the field now. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points, and they bounce back here. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And he's picked off, threw it across his body, and paid the price. Touchdown, Penn State. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Arkansas, 42.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the offense trots back out on the field again. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Razorbacks hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? And that's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball to 36 still. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. And the Razorbacks have 1st and 10 here. He escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The Razorbacks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw yet again. On the move now. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Moving to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Little floater there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking to scramble. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up. Well, a field goal here does them no good, so the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Looking for a receiver. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
59, Arkansas, 48.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Leaning on the run game here. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And it'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. It'll be a first down. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. They'll run it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Tailback takes the handoff again.
Okay, I figured out how to stop that shit.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's incomplete. There was no receiver in the area, and it looks like it'll be an intentional grounding call. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.